has been said that government should run like a business, but in reality, that is difficult. Our sheriff, Mike Newstrom, effectively implemented innovative ways to administer services and manage employees and inmates. The sheriff is responsible for not only housing inmates, but managing these populations. What are your top 3 priorities for effective management of the Sheriff's Department if you are elected?
Mr. Newstrom has done an outstanding job. His vision for the parish when he took over was to look at where we're going to be down the road 20 years from now. And having a complete career in law enforcement, I was one of the ones that had to put people in jail for many, many years. But we also recognized while we were out there doing that job day to day, putting people in jail for long periods of time for relatively minor offenses, that we were stacking our prisons and basically warehousing human beings. And there needed to be a better way. His administration has stepped forward and explored the better ways, and this department has become an example nationwide as far as the correction system goes. He's done an outstanding job. People from all over this country come here to look at his programs and emulate them in their own areas. We even had somebody from Haiti came in here in the last month to look at it. So it's not only nationwide, there's other countries that are coming here to look at these programs. So anybody who comes in to be the sheriff of Lafayette Parish needs to be very careful in what their intentions are. Because I have a career in law enforcement, I started state police when I was 19 years old. I was raised by a man who was in law enforcement his whole life, so it gave me a certain amount of foundation, character, credibility to move forward. I learned that running an organization is a public service. As your sheriff, I would be a public servant for you. One of my first priorities would be to evaluate the organization and make sure that we're going to move in the direction that I've chosen as where we need to be in the next 20 years, okay? We would build upon what he's done. We would never tear down. You have invested 15 years now of taxpayer money and the employees dedicated to put this program together, and it affects human lives on a day-to-day basis. So we need to go and look at it very carefully, understand fully what the programs do, how they affect the public, how they affect the employees, and figure out how we can make them better, okay? It's a building process. On the other side of the house, though, the sheriff's office has a criminal justice function. He's the chief law enforcement officer of the parish. And with my experience, the next point that I would make is bringing that criminal justice factor into the sheriff's office and into the community. We have extraordinary problems today in the community with people not trusting law enforcement. So I would come in and make sure that the public trusts us again. We would be out in the community, making sure they understand what we do, where we go, and how we work for you. We are public servants. And the last thing is, I would make sure that we work with the community. The community is who we work for, and I would have to take what you say and bring that into effect. I'm out of time. Sorry. Thank you.